It's Leadership Files one more time, and we are talking to a gentleman who is the founder and the chairperson, the president of Shukran Community Youth Initiative. And this is Mr. Bornwell Musonda. He's based in Zambia. So let's connect with Mr. Musonda to see how he's doing. How are you doing, sir?
I'm great, and how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, doing good. We are excited to have this few minutes to have a chat with you so we can learn about your program and what you do. So to start us out, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. My name is Musonda Bornwell, a Zambian youth, aged 29. I was born from a poor family in the village. This is a place called Shitoshi in northern province of Zambia. The village where my parents couldn't even afford to pay my school fees the time I was in school, but I could live in that same life until I completed school in 2016.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So it's good that you came from humble beginnings and then now you are doing something to give back to the community and just to others in throughout the country of Zambia. So I know you are the president or the founder or the chairperson for the organization. So tell us a little bit, what's the name of the organization that you founded?
The name of the organization is Shukran Community and Youth Initiative.
Mhm. Okay, and what do you guys do? Why did you form this organization?
Well, thank you so very much. I came up with this initiative of coming up with an organization for the purpose of empowering my fellow youths with skills which can make them become self-reliant in the in the community, so that they can also start contributing to the community development in our country. Um, I've been accepted to go to UN to represent Shukran Community and Youth Initiative NGO, also to represent the youths of Zambia at the best diplomat in UN as one of the delegates. This project or this conference will start on 27th January, that we should be in UN, Malaysia, but it needs some finances which I'm unable to prepare or to manage. Where it needs 5,500 US dollars to cater all the expenses to and from to UN. Please, I need help from well wishers who can support this, because when I go there, I'm going to learn and I'm going to present the Shukran, and I'm also going to present to represent my fellow youths in the African continent to UN. So I need people to donate for me, to at least so that I can manage to facilitate this trip to UN by January. If yes, I need support from well wishers to come on board and support my trip. Also, our project that I mentioned earlier.
Okay, so how many are you based in Lusaka now?
In dollar on the copper
No,
belt
no.
of Zambia.
Okay, so when you say to give back to the community, what exactly do you mean? What is involved in your organization?
Well, what is involved in our organization? We've got two major objectives. that we are focusing on. One is to empower youths with life skills that can make them become self-reliant, become stable, and start contributing to the community development. In these life skills, we have skills like carpentry, construction, bricklaying. We also have catering. We also have tailoring. We also have entrepreneurship. We also have metal fabrication. These are life skills that we are impacting into the youths so that they can become self-reliant rather than just waiting to be employed in the communities. So I came up with this initiative so that I can, looking at my humble beginning, my humble background, is that I passed through a lot. That's the reason why I said, no, if I come up with this initiative of empowering my fellow youths with skills, quite right, a skill can help somebody to sustain his life, this regardless of the place where he is. But if he has a skill, he can sustain his life, and also he can also start contributing to the community development.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to know. It's always good that people can empower others and people can motivate others. People can strive to improve their surroundings and other people. So when I don't know if you mentioned this, when was the organization formed?
The organization, okay, I had this I had this passion a long time ago, but I never had an opportunity or a way how I can start. So, but officially, this organization was formed in 2020, and it was registered under the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services in 2021. It was endorsed on 28th of January 2021.
That's good. That's good. So tell us what projects are you working on now?
Currently, we are working on two projects. One, having a lot of youths in the community being empowered with skills so that we can reduce the high percentage of poverty in the community by empowering them with skills which will keep them busy so that they cannot be involving themselves in drug abuse in the communities. That's the first project that we are working on, is to make sure we empower a lot of people or a big number of youths with skills in our country. We are based in Ndola, but we have started expanding our initiative bit by bit into different districts so that at least we can help the youths with skills which will keep them busy and which will make them become self-reliant so that they can stay away from some dangerous activities. That's project number one. Then project number two, we are working on agriculture project. We have an agriculture project which will be the source of income for the organization and which will be the job creation for the youths in the community. If this project worked on, definitely it will really be the source, or to be a creation of jobs in our countries across the country where we'll be conducting these projects from.
That's very good. That's very good to know. And so you've been working on this project for the past 2 years. So what type of like how many are you only on the copper belt in Ndola, or are you also in other parts of the country?
Well, we are just in copper belt. Looking at the organization is not grown. So we are currently doing activities just in Ndola, but we have started doing some sensitization, which is not requires finances to start the project. We have started doing some sensitization in different districts where we want to expand our initiative to.
That's good.
So currently, the activities are being done in Ndola, but the sensitization is extended into different districts. As I'm talking, I'm not even in Ndola. I'm somewhere outside Ndola doing the same sensitization program. I'm in Eastern Province, Petauke district.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, who inspired you to start projects like this to helping others? What motivates you?
Well, it just came to me in my mind the time I passed through in a difficult moments. Like I earlier mentioned to say, I'm from the poor background in my life, so I faced a lot of challenges when I was growing up. So the moment I reached at the age of 26, I started thinking of something that I can do, which can be in help of people who are passing through what I passed through when I was growing, until I came up with this initiative of having an organization. Really, I'm inspired with people who achieve great goals and who extends the helping hand to to the youths in the communities. Those are the people that inspires me a lot.
Yeah, so we're talking to Mr. Bornwell Musonda, the founder and the president of Shukra Community and Youth Empowerment. It's an NGO based there in Zambia. So, Mr. Musonda,
Yes, sir.
could you share some of your successes that you have?
Well, since the organization was formed in 2020 on the 11th of October, so far the organization has recorded the successful graduates that we have empowered with the skills categorically. As I'm proudly to mention the number of 500 youths have been empowered with our initiative as an organization since within the period of 6 months we have empowered 500 youths with skills. But
Wow.
ever since the organization was formed, we have
Mhm.
empowered now. This 500 I've mentioned is just within 6 months, the period of 6 months. But ever since the organization was formed, we have empowered over 980 youths with skills categorically.
That's very good. That's very impressive. So, how are you getting the funding to work on this project?
Well, it's been very tough for us even to get funding because the organization is not funded. Neither, not even well wishers have come on board this to support this organization. We just have to we just use the initiative to make sure our youths in the community are empowered. Well, the initiative that we use currently is we request just a little fee from them in the community because we know that the youths are vulnerable, cannot manage to go to the universities, to go to the big colleges where they can pay thousands of money, but we just request the little, just the little from themselves so that they can we can sustain the training activities at our college.
Yeah, I mean that's just impressive having those numbers in a short period of time. And I know you mentioned you partnered up, I think, for the college. Which organization did you partner up with?
We have partnered with the Shorthorn College. The reason why we've partnered with Shorthorn College is because the trainings that we are conducting, they are not workshops. They are really life skills trainings. So according to the government policies, because as an organization we supplement the government policies, we don't want to do things illegal. So that's the reason why we partnered with this institution, so that the institution can be certifying our students, so that upon completion of the training, a student can have a certificate and look for the job out there. Those who cannot manage to have a capital to start doing their own things, they can able to find jobs out there because they are certified after having a graduation, and they have been given the certificates which can help them find jobs outside there.
That's just good. So talk about the cookery. Do you guys do some baking and some catering also?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do this because we came out. We thought of doing this cookeries, making because this is food, their daily needs. So if we teach a youth in cooking and baking, they will start making cakes and they will start. They will open their restaurants. They will be making a daily income when they just after being trained with this skill. So we are doing also a catering course for the youths.
This is just impressive. This is impressive looking at the amount of work that you guys have done in a short period of time. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or so?
Well, um, we are seeing ourselves to go higher or to go very far
Mhm.
in our activities. Within 5 years from now, we want to make sure we train a lot of youths with life skills, and we need to make sure we have this initiative in different districts across the country, so that we can train a very big number of youths. In doing so, we'll reduce the high percentage of poverty in our country, because youths will be equipped with skills. We have different life skills. Others will be farmers, will be supplying food. Others will be welders. They'll open up some workshops which will also be the job creation to others. So in the next 5 years from now, our aim is to have a lot of youths being trained, so that we can reduce the high percentage of poverty in our country, and also we can start contributing to the community development by empowering this. So in the next 5 years, we will have a very big number than I have mentioned today, because we want also to have community schools for the vulnerable and orphans children, so that they can be accessing schools. Those who are accessing schools very fast, so that they can be accessing schools within their respective places. So this is what we are aiming in the next 5 years from now.
Yeah, I must say this is just impressive what you're doing. So, what advice do you have for the youth in Zambia?
As an organization, or at my personal capacity, I would just advise the youths, those who are out there, to remain focused, respective, and determined in doing the positive things. They might pass through the difficulties as for today, but we say no situation is permanent. I am an inspiration to others that I passed through a lot, but today I'm trying my level best also to empower my fellow youths with skills. And these same youths will empower others in the community. It will be going like that. It's a chain. And by doing so, we will elevate our lives in our country. So our youths, my advice to them, is to have good characters and also remain focused and respective in the communities. Then they'll achieve their goals.
It's Mr. Bornwell Musonda. This has been great. I wish you well. I mean, I look forward to coming to visit the organization when I'm back in Zambia. It's been a pleasure talking to you, sir, and I wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm really happy.